Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn a new lesson, the gas equation. The gas equation is related to the different theories about the behavior of gases. I have already uploaded 3 videos regarding this. One separate video I have uploaded for Boyle's law, and another video I have uploaded on Charles' law. Both the link I am providing here with in the description section. So children, if you have till now you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon, because if you don't hit the bell icon, you may not get the notification about my latest uploads. And if you find this video helpful for you, then please like, share and comment it. Now let us start the video. Let us start the lesson. The gas equation. The gas equation is about the pressure, volume and temperature relationship. Already in Boyle's law I told you it is the relationship between pressure and volume when the temperature remain constant. In Charles' law, it is the relationship between volume and temperature when the pressure remain constant. But children, you must realize that it is very difficult task to keep the pressure or the temperature constant. So when both the pressure and temperature are changing, are not constant, that time also the volume is altered and it is governed by the gas equation. So let us start it. First of all, according to Boyle's law, V is inversely proportional to P, indirectly proportional to P. And according to Charles' law, V is directly proportional to absolute temperature T. Now, when we combine these two laws, then we will get V is proportional to 1 by P into T. What does it mean? V is proportional to T by P. Or we can say V is equal to T by P into a constant, which is the constant of proportionality. Now, by changing the side, taking P and T to the left hand side, we will get V into P by T is a constant. Or we can write this as P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. And this particular equation is known as the gas equation. P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. It is known as the gas equation. This equation can be used to find out the volume, pressure or temperature when we know two quantities at two different conditions. Is that clear? Now let us proceed. Now we will discuss about a special term, standard temperature and pressure. You may come across this word. When the temperature and pressure are changing slightly, the volume also is changing. And that is why whenever we try to express volume, we must specify the temperature and pressure. And to make this task easy, a standard value for the temperature and pressure is taken, which is known as the standard temperature and pressure, or STP. So standard value of temperature is equal to 0 degree Celsius or 273 Kelvin. Standard value of pressure is equal to 1 atmosphere or 760 mm of mercury or 76 centimeter of mercury. And this temperature and this pressure is known as STP, which represents standard temperature and pressure. Moving further, let us discuss some example how to use this theory in solving the different mathematical problem in our day-to-day life calculation. Let us take the problem. A given mass of a gas occupies 572 cubic centimeter at 13 degrees Celsius and 725 mm mercury pressure. What will be its volume at 24 degrees Celsius and 792 mm mercury pressure. So children, here you can see both the temperature and the pressure are changing. The first temperature is 13 degrees Celsius and the first pressure, that is P1 and T1, you can see 13 degrees Celsius or and 725 mm pressure. You can see it here, P1 and T1. This one you can see, this is T1. Okay, can you see the highlighter? And this one is the pressure P1. Okay, so what we can say, P1 is equal to 725 mm and V1 is equal to 572. Similarly, here the volume is given 572 centimeter cubic centimeter. So here temperature you can see it is 273 plus 13 because we must represent it in the Kelvin scale before using it in the equation. So it is 286 Kelvin. Similarly, what will be the volume at? We have to find out the volume at the pressure is 792. So what we can write here? P2 is equal to 792 and V2 we have to find out, and the temperature you can see here 24 degrees Celsius. Here also it is given in degrees Celsius. We have to change it into Kelvin scale. So children, T2 is equal to 273 plus 24 K, which is equal to 297. Now according to the gas equation you can see P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. We can substitute the value given here. This one, the values P1, V1, T1, then P2, V2, T2, all this we can substitute the value. And when we substitute the value, we can find 725 into 572 by 286. For P1, 725, for V1, 572 and so on. So we'll get this one. Now, we have to find out this one V2. Is that clear? So this V2, when we change the subject by side changing, we can get V2 is equal to 725 into 572 into 297 by 286 into 792. So I am not showing you the calculation here directly. The result I will write, which on calculating we will get V2 is equal to 543.75 cubic centimeter. So children, this is the answer. So you can write the answer. The required volume is 543.75 cubic centimeter. Let us discuss another example. Example 2. The problem is 1 liter of a gas at 10 degrees Celsius is heated till both its volume and pressure are tripled. Find the new temperature is the problem. Now you can see here the volume is given V1 1 liter. The temperature T1 is given 10 degrees Celsius. Okay, degree Celsius means we have to convert it into. Then about the volume and pressure, it is written that the volume and pressure are triple and we have to find out T2. Okay, now let us come to the solution. First one, P1 is equal to, we have to consider it as P mm mercury and V1 1 liter. T1 10 degrees Celsius, which is equal to 283 Kelvin. Now to find out the pressure and volume in the second condition P2 and V2, you have to see this word. It is triple. P1 is 5 P mm, so P2 will be 3P and V1 will be 3 liter. So P2 is equal to 3 mm, 3 P mm and V2 is equal to 3 liter and T2 you have to find out. Is that clear? Now according to the gas equation, P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. Okay. Now substituting the value, we will get Pmm into 1 by 283 is equal to 3P into 3 by T2. So by changing the side T2, we have to take this T2 to the right hand sorry, left hand side, and we will get T2 is equal to 3P into 3 divided by P into 1 into 283. So by calculating this, P will be cancelled, this P and this P will be cancelled. So we will get 9 into 283, which is equal to 2547 Kelvin, which is equal to, by subtracting 273, we will get 2274 degree Celsius. So the answer is the required temperature is 2274 degree Celsius. So I hope by these two examples you understood the gas equation as well as what is STP. Now moving further, we will discuss about the effect of moisture on pressure. So when we discussed in the last videos, you can see when Boyle's law or Charles' law is stated, the statement is the volume of a given mass of dry gas. That means when the gas is not dry, when it is moist gas, this law is not applicable. What does it mean actually? What is moist gas? When we collect certain gases like hydrogen, chlorine, which are not, or nitrogen, which are not soluble in water, then along with the gas, some of the, when we collect them over water, so along with the gas, some of the water vapor also are collected along with the gas. Now the total pressure will be equal to, the total pressure of the moist gas is equal to the sum of partial pressure due to dry gas and the pressure due to water vapor or the moisture, because two substances are present. One is the gas, the another one is the, so the actual pressure of the gas will be equal to, you can see here, moist gas, it is pressure of the gas, actual pressure of the gas plus pressure of the moisture. So the actual pressure we can get by subtracting the pressure due to moisture from the total pressure. Okay, you have to note here the partial pressure of water vapor is also known as aqueous tension. Is that clear? Now this, we have to find out this one. And how we can find out this one? Pressure of the gas can be found by subtracting P moisture, pressure due to moisture, from the total pressure. This is the total pressure. So P moist minus P moisture will be equal to the P gas. Okay. Actual pressure of the gas is total pressure minus the aqueous tension or pressure due to water vapor, or we can say pressure due to the moisture. Let us discuss one example. The problem is 87 cubic centimeter of moist hydrogen is measured at 9 degrees Celsius and 659 mm mercury pressure. Find the volume of dry gas, dry hydrogen gas at STP. The vapor pressure of water at 9 degrees Celsius is 9 mm mercury. Now you can see this pressure what is given here. It is 659 is the pressure of the moist gas. Now first of all we have to find out the pressure of the dry gas. So the pressure of the dry gas alone is equal to 659 minus the pressure due to water vapor, which is given here, which is given here 9 mm. Okay, this 9 mm mercury you can see. So this 9 mm mercury we have to subtract it. So we will get the pressure of the, actual pressure of the gas is 650 mm. Okay, now this is P1, this is V1, again given in degree Celsius, we have to convert it into Kelvin, T1, and this one is V1. Okay, so P1 is equal to 650, V1 is equal to 87 cubic centimeter, and T1 is equal to 9 plus 273, which is equal to 282 Kelvin. Now what's about P2 and T2? It is STP. Before this we discussed what is STP. So at standard temperature is 273, that is why T2 will be 273, and P2 will be 760 mm. Is that clear? P2 760 mm, V2 we have to find out, and T2 is equal to 273 Kelvin. Now according to the gas equation, P1 V1 is equal to P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. Now substitute the value, very easy, and when you substitute the values you will find 650 into 87 by 282 is equal to 760 into V2 by 273. Just this value you have to put here in this equation. So now V2 by subject change, we can take 273 to the left hand side and 760 to the left hand side. So V2 will be equal to 650 into 87 into 273 divided by 282 into 760. This one will come down, this one will go up. So I am not showing you the calculation, children. You can calculate it and you will find the value is 72.03 cubic centimeter. So the final volume, the required volume, will be equal to the volume of the dry hydrogen at STP is 72.03 cubic centimeter. So children, thanks for watching this video. If you have any problem, you can just write your comment in the comment section. If you find this video helpful for you, please like it and share it. And don't forget to subscribe my channel, which will provide you more and more videos about the topic in science in ICSE and CBSE. Thanks for watching.